Hello, friends. Today, I will talk about something that's often confused with the punk subculture or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay, there is an issue with most people believing that punks represent anarchy, which they do sometimes. But there's also a common misconception that they hate their country. Most people who are punk actually love the country and care a lot about the politics. They're just often pissed off about how fucked up and stupid the politics can be. So I would like to address that. Most will lean towards anarchy, even though every fucking one of us know that it will never work out and all that would end up doing is blowing up the entire world. And some people want that. Depends on how you look at it. Me personally, I would like a limited government, but I would not want an entire chaos mess. Some people would say different, but those people are confused with anarchy and revolution. Revolution is definitely a necessity among any nation. Another misconception about punk is that you must ignore all politics. If you do that, you're an ignorant little bitch. You cannot ignore what people are telling you to do just because you want to be a little rebel about it. That's not the case. You have to know what the hell they're doing because it also affects you, whether you like it or not. Most of you are like me and go to high school. You can ditch it, and you can do whatever the hell you want, but it doesn't matter. You still have to go, or you will probably get thrown in jail, or your parents. And let's be honest, no matter how rebel you are, or how cool you are, no one wants that. So, let's see here. Let's. I don't plan out these videos, guys. I just do them whenever the hell I please. So, yeah, that's the whole take on the politics stuff, and how people are commonly like, oh, it doesn't matter, or anything like that, or people are just retarded, the politics don't really care about anything, which is true, they really don't. They sit up in their little offices or whatever, and they argue like little dumbasses. They don't do anything, and the stuff that they should be caring about, they will never speak of, because the moment that they blabber their mouth about it, the public will hate them. Let's go in, for example, the national debt crisis with the economy and how it's falling apart. Most people know about it, correct? Most people worry about it, correct? Well, a governor of sorts, or someone who's in charge of the economic system, will be like, oh yes, we should restore it, and I will take careful thought of it, but they'll never mention how they're going to do it. First, there's only two ways. Either they raise the taxes, or they cut spending in other areas. Both of which no one will ever want, and the politics are afraid that will mean that they will not get the votes that they want. Which is pretty pathetic, because then you're not being a very good politician, which only furthers my example of the government being a corrupt and evil place. So, yes, revolution is necessary, and I would love to fight in it, and I honestly love this country, but the people here are a bunch of dumbasses. I mean, I'm addressing something that most people would never talk about till they're like 50, and I'm a 15-year-old. Or actually, no, 16. What the hell am I talking about? So, yeah, I'm just a little kid who's sitting in front of a small little flip video camera talking about how the world is so fucked up and everything like that, and how I'm gonna have to, grow up eventually, or whatever the fuck they want to talk about. But that's the truth on the entire matter, is that no one will really talk about it, except for the people who will sit there and just scream it right into everyone's face. That's part of being a punk, is to be like, look at me so I can teach you a lesson about life. No one else will care about it enough to do anything. What else should I talk about? Well, I guess I can give some life updates. Today I decided to take my driving test. Yeah, that did not work out. I failed in like the first 5 minutes. It was pretty pathetic. But I will not do that again. I will not. Second thing in business is that my room is a fucking mess and I need to clean it up. And I will do that eventually. My parents just came back from Las Vegas, and I've heard some interesting things about Las Vegas now. What else should I talk about? Well, what's your guys' concerns with the entire political system? Are you just gonna be like, I'm an anarchist like everyone else, and just play along with their stupid game or whatever? What people expect out of a punk? Or are you actually gonna speak your mind? Not to be like how to do a punk scene, because you can never teach someone how to do it. You just gotta be able to do it. But the way that you will become at least respectable is if you do not do the most cliche things, because that's how you want to be. Like, don't be like wearing the clothing that they're expecting you to wear, and like wear band shirts so you have no clue who they are. I went up to someone the other day wearing a Ramones shirt, and I said, "What's your favorite song from the Ramones?" And they're like, and they didn't know one fucking song. It was pathetic. And it was, one of those little emo kids from school that just try to be all tough, or scene, or whatever the hell you want to call them. And they're trying to, like, represent these bands that they have no clue. Another person came up to me today, and I was wearing my Led Zeppelin shirt, and they asked who Led Zeppelin was. Yeah, pretty bad. Oh, another thing about being punk. You can never like just stay focused on one genre of the music. If you just force yourself to listen to that music over and over and over, you're not really being a punk. You're just lying to yourself about it. I mean, if you like the music, listen to it as much as you want. But if you're forcing yourself to listen to a band that you know you don't like, but you're just trying to get into it, don't listen to it. Just listen to whatever you want. Some more things would consist of accessories. Accessories, you do not want to wear too many of them. I've seen people who will wear all their clothes at once. Bad choice. In fact, I actually have been deciding that I've been wearing too much of my clothing, that I'm actually going to tone it down, and I was picking out stuff to put inside a box, and I was like, going to get it later. That is for me just to remember why I got started in this entire thing. Not the whole fashion has started to consume me personally, to where now I just want to go online and look up just random clothing. Very, very pathetic of me. And to any of those out there who actually care about this subculture and want to keep it going, I apologize for being a little trendy kid. My point is with this entire video is that to be a punk, you do not have to do anything for anyone. You be who you want to be. You can be the biggest fucking nerd who plays Dungeons and Dragons and listens to a bunch of video game music, and you can be punk if you really wanted to. Like, that's exactly what it is all about, is to be yourself and don't let anybody ever stop you. I have denied multiple jobs this week because they would not let me wear my earrings. That may be stupid, and that might be my teenage self going, well, I don't think that I should change for anyone. But that's what I decided to do. If they will say that I'm not good enough to represent their company, then their company is not good enough to represent me. Bottom line. And plus, I mean, I really don't need the job. A bunch of other people who are starving on the streets and whatnot, they actually do need that job. They've lost their homes from losing work, and their families are becoming, I don't know, split because of it, because the father can no longer support the wife and kids and all that bullshit. So let them get the minimum wage job that I decided to say no to. All that stuff is fine with me. I care about the well-being of other people more than myself in some ways. So that is all for this segment of my rambling that you guys so reluctantly watch over time. If you like these videos, show them to your friends or whatever. Get me out there a little bit, because I'm still just starting this stuff and I want to get a little bit more known. If you really did enjoy the video, though, give it a thumbs up, so that way, you know, I got a thumbs up and it puts me in a good mood. Or maybe favorite to come back to later if you want to hear this again. Or just, you know, comment, tell me about what you liked about it, and any future requests on videos, because I run out, and that's why I have so little videos of late. You guys are good. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. You guys are good. And I really do appreciate you guys watching these videos. It means a lot to me to have my words spoken when so many people will never listen to anybody. It's a very harsh and cruel world out there, and the fact that you're listening to my frequent rambling makes me a happier person. So I thank you all. Okay. Remember what I've said about this entire video. Goodbye.